Morning everybody. Today we're going to do a video with a little difference. We're actually going to have a bit of a look at my work truck and what's in there. Ford Transit 2012 model. And today I've decided to do it because there's not a lot in there, so we won't be digging around so much. I carry two stools. They just sit up on top there. I just unbolt using these pins so they don't take any room up. I can still carry planks on top. In the back you have the broom, of course, with two ladders. We have our high build metal primer for our zinc aluminum posts. In behind there we have our oil based undercoat. We have our plaster, different multiple types of paints. Basically we call that stock. Just to unhook this. Underneath here we have old roller sleeves that can be used as a throwaway item. In here we have extra tints so that we can tint up different paints. And up here is just miscellaneous tools, plastering tools, trowel hooks, stuff like that. That you might use normally. Now we have the Pro Spray 3.21 in here, so that's where it sits. It's bloody heavy. Now inside here, this is how I store them. I actually have it in water 100%. Now by doing that, all my tips are in the bottom there. By doing that, it eliminates any paint that can dry in the line, because if you actually store your gun with no water and not seal, air can get in and it'll dry any paint that might be in there. Now I just got a new gun yesterday because my my little glossing gun has crapped itself, so they've basically given me that one. So we'll have a bit of a look at it at a later time. These are no more gaps for a job, so we can put quite a lot. This here is a trolley that I use, that I've made up, and it's got a backrest on there, so you can scoot along on the floor, and you can put your putty, nails, punch, stuff like that, and spare tubes in the back. Now you need the big wheels to get over the power leads and bits of crap that's in there. We have empty buckets that we use during the day. Can be for water, can be for anything really. Obviously we have the hose. We have an extra tray there. We've got a portable water tank that we can utilise for washing hands and stuff like that. We have dual battery setup. There's 4 batteries in this vehicle, so that we can run a fridge, and also we can run an inverter, 2 kilowatt inverter, so that we can run grinders or anything like that from the truck. We can also plug in the inverter here, and there's also another inverter plug underneath there. Normally I'll have a fridge here, but I haven't had it lately. Down the back here you just have hand cream to clean your hands with. In here we have a full length underbody drawer Now, things that we don't use very often. Camping stove, there's full camping gear, just miscellaneous stuff. Gauze for straining acrylic paint, ropes for tying off. I like tying ropes, I don't actually like using these straps, but we use them anyhow. Different times we need to butt into water lines. We have a hairdryer for drying plaster. We have multiple stirring sticks. There's normally fibro in here as well for little roller trays. We've lots of spare guns, spray guns and stuff for any parts. We have door locks. We have external plaster. We have back blocking adhesive. Now, going around here, we come into toolboxes. Oh, this is my water bottle bucket. Basically, I just use milk bottles, 3-litre milk bottles. This is where we store all the drop sheets. The drop sheets go really high and just pack in there tight. This is where we store some of the roller poles. We also have, well, there's your other lot of paints, all different colours, different front door colours. American mahogany, black for the lintels, DWD for your front doors, a couple of different types of them. There's down here we have different size roller poles. So we have like 4-foot, 6-foot roller poles. Other ones are in the other vehicle on the job. Up here we have our roller sleeves and frames. Now Glenn mainly does all the rolling, so he's mostly got everything. But some of these are throwaway items. This is one of those roller frames that need fixing. So I've already done a video on it where they blow out. I've got to put some brass bushes in that. Have your paint spinner, spin your paint brushes and roller sleeves out. Coming down here we have another lot of roller sleeves, new ones, throwaways. We have a texture coating on there. We have, there would be a gloss one in there. Over this side, this is where I just throw my gloss brushes, all our hose fittings, stuff like that belong in there. This is my spray gun stuff. You know, some tips, there's a bit of miscellaneous in there. This one here is just real miscellaneous, got spray gun tips, you know, glue, a few little roller sleeves, just a bit of everything in there basically. When we're using the halogen lights, these are all the light bulbs, spares. We still have a lot of those lights, but we don't use them no more. This is just the window cleaning stuff. Should be some sponge there, not sure where it is. Now in here we've got our stain blocker for a stain on ceilings. This is our oil for running our spray guns. Chlorine to drop bleach, chlorine. That's a pool chlorine just to drop into the paint brushes bucket to stop them going off. We have some acetone there just for cleaning a couple of things. There's some dryers for enamels, sunscreen, gloves, rubber gloves, there, wipes, trowel there for doing a bit of rendering, which really probably shouldn't be in there, but it's there. Now in here we have our gap guns up here. Normally got half a dozen of them. Sanding pads for sanding the walls, spare pair of knee pads, a couple of new roller things. external plaster, a couple of plastic drop sheets. In here we have all our gap tubes. So there's our tubes of gaps there. That's meant to be full. That's why we have stuff in the back. This is our 20-minute plaster, patching stuff. The coarse sandpaper. This is a multi-tack cornice adhesive for when our cornice is letting go. I bought that to try and help. Tape. Okay, we have our tape machine. We have our hawk, so we do a fair bit of plastering. These are all our blades in here, all different multiple blades, scrapers, everything belongs over there. We have our masking machine. This is the wood putty for when you do stained doors. We just need to match up. We have our baby wipes for when we do our touch-ups. It's our 120 sandpaper for our pole sanders. A lot of the stuff there's our sponge. A lot of the stuff is on the job site, or it's in the other vehicle. That's our tape for our plastering. We have another paper tape there. Sanding pads. We have a lot of them. Our window cleaner. All different types of things here. Hex heads for doing up screws and stuff. Just some other tapes. Rubber gloves. Some 2-pack bog. Now in here we just have different multiple screws, and just a bit of this and a bit of that, all different fittings for different things. We have our brush combs, which we don't use anymore. Now we use throwaway brushes. In here we have some different tools, shifters, spanners, you name it, and also screws. So we need any screws, that's full of screws of all different types and lengths. So you have everything in here. Plus we have other screws. In here we have, this is our like a daily stuff. So that you use that to pull nails out of the timber without damaging them. I think they're used for horses. Okay, so you've got different hammers and stuff like that. There's a bit of everything in that to open up your drums of paint. Down in here we have some back blocking. We have putty. There's another new putty there. We have our bondcrete that we use quite regularly. Baby wipes, some more stainer. Another one, this is a Jara, and the other one should be a teak. That's our two main colours that we use in our stain. There's our hole saw for the plaster when we need to cut holes in the ceilings or walls. It just sits in there. I think we've basically covered most of that stuff. Another thing too, we have the drop sheets sitting up off the deck so that they can't get wet. But if it rains, it doesn't matter, they'll dry out. Down here we have another toolbox, and it has our wet weather gear in it. Has our snatch straps and hard-on, full-on tie-down stuff. There was a tow chain in there, must be in something else. Some more ropes. My rubber boots are in there, believe it or not. Yeah, so that's basically our wet weather gear. You know, someone getting bogged, or you know, this truck is capable of pulling a pretty good vehicle out of the bog. And it's got dual wheels. It's about a 4-ton vehicle. Obviously, you've got to have that sign. and of course that one.